Shawn, right here at the 2015 New York Pro Championships at the conclusion with the winner in victory, Juan Morel. Juan, it was a slow climb. You've been here a couple of times before, and Victor Martinez, a former champion, an Olympian, a veteran of the stage, finally closed the gap. This went all the way down to the wire. You guys were the first call out and the last call out. Tell me about the fight to the finish.
I mean, it was very, very, very intense. I mean, thank God that I've been posing practice. I've been practicing my posing for a whole month every day, 3 times a day for 15 minutes at a time. So I think that gave me the endurance and made it, for me, I could have probably kept going. I practiced a lot of my posing. I just really didn't want to leave any unturned stones. And, you know, it's an honor to compete against Victor. Me and him know each other since I started 2007. He, you know, showed me the ropes, and, you know, we're very good friends. Means a lot. I did not get on stage competing against Victor, even though it was me and him.
Right.
I feel that I was being compared to my last outlook, which was Olympia. I was 9 pounds heavier today from here to the Olympia. And, you know, to me, it was just being compared to myself. I'm not here to beat Victor, and he knows that. I'm not competing against him. To me and him are friends. You know, I just came here and gave my all, and hopefully my best was good enough to win.
It's got to certainly feel good to beat Victor Martinez. I mean, Victor's a decorated bodybuilder, a first Olympia runner-up, an Arnold Classic champion, a New York Pro champion. I think in 2007 he won that year, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he didn't.
2005, somewhere in that area, when you were starting out, he was already winning.
Yeah.
So with that being said, you're qualified for the Mr. Olympia, which arguably is probably the reason you compete, is to get on that stage with the very best in the world. You earned your way there by having to go through a cagey veteran. And I honestly thought, as I watched you pose, it really did make the difference. You became a better, harder, stronger, more formidable bodybuilder as you continued to pose, whereas I thought Victor was getting a little bloated in the midsection. He was getting winded, and instead of breathing in the chest, he was breathing in the stomach, and you kept that tiny little waist, which Arnold Schwarzenegger and all the judges had been talking about lately. They're going to reward that, and you're the benefactor here tonight. What happens for you going forward? I mean, tell the fans how it is and how emotionally draining it is to train for a show of this caliber in your backyard. Your girl's pregnant with your baby, and your wife's pregnant with your baby, and you got to go through guys like Victor and Max Charles.
I mean, I was, you know, when it kept calling us out, I was sitting back there, and I honestly had in my mind, I'm walking away with second. I looked at Victor, and I really thought he looked amazing. I mean, it's the best I've seen him in the last few years, my opinion. And I thought he looked amazing. I even went up to him like, Vic, you look amazing. You look really good. So I really thought I was walking away with second. I was like, you know what? We'll come back next year, you know? And I had that in my head. I sat there, and I'm like, you know, like, it's like, you know, we came here for the win, but you know, sometimes you just got to keep coming. You know, you get knocked down, you keep getting up, you keep fighting. So that was my mentality. So when I came out here right now for this last pose down, I honestly, you know, I sat there, I prayed, but I really thought I was walking away with second. So
I got to tell you, I think the improvements that you made were justly rewarded. I mean, Victor's no slouch, but there are some knocks. I mean, the legs were a little bit down. Your back certainly came up across the chest and arms, all the traps. You made some improvements. I think that's attributed to your youth, not to mention trying to get the win. And you took it from them. You took the title from the champion. You need to hold your head up. Victor's a cagey champion. You'll probably see him again at the Mr. Olympia in September. What will you do?
And we'll be competing together again in Brazil, which is in another 3 weeks. You know, and then after that, I'm shutting down to the Olympia.
All right, man. Well, in victory, you got anybody you want to thank for this journey you just made?
Yes, I want to thank MD, of course, One Up Nutrition. I want to thank my wife, my mother, my daughter, all my family, all my fans, all my friends, and that covers everything. Thank you for, you know, he's one of the guys I like from, I like all the 90s guys, but, you know, I loved your posing. I actually turned pro to your posing music. I don't know if you remember the Mariah Carey. So, you know, I'm into that big classic posing. So thank you, Shawn, for giving us inspiration. I'm trying to carry over that classic look, small waist and aesthetic look. So
and you're doing it very well, and it feels good to know that guys like yourself are following in my footsteps. But right now, standing in victory, the champion, Juan Morel, in 2015 here in New Jersey, winning the New York Pro Championships, headed to Brazil. For MuscularDevelopment.com, I'm Shawn Ray.